Qualifier doing a really good job though. He's like well ahead in net worth relative to Zion. Even just the second point in the rocket barrage.
They're gonna get aggressive. Let's see if they can kill off Arna. 2 points here in the Iron Shell, but the rocket barrage as well. But the damage is going to stack up. Who wins the man fight, and Whitemon comes out on top.
The true Chad.
Disruptor out of all heroes gets the double kill. I think he got first blood as well onto Boxy, so that's a lot of gold for the Disruptor. Where's he in the network? Let's take a look.
Yeah, he's
not that high up. Bottom lane, Zephyr, he's going to go down. Insania and Matumba Man, with the use of the second Metamorphosis, are able to find a big kill. Yeah, I was originally thinking like Zephyr might play a little bit more of a greedy game, because I feel like Cuckoo's going to have an okay time down bottom, because the Jakiro is not too much of an issue, because they press the attack. And opposite mid lane, that's a big solo kill for Thompson to find. Diving Mickey under the tower.
Yeah, absolutely. So what were you thinking? Like Veno just set himself up in the jungle with some plague wards and, you know, occasionally come back to the lane to fix the equilibrium, get Cuckoo farming back closer to his tower?
Top lane, because Arna's going to step in onto Zai. They've got the glimpse, beautifully done from Whitemon, still holding the drag back, so Arna will make sure that Zai will not escape, as T1 are doing an incredible job in the lane so far.
Move towards the lane as well. He denied the double damage rune that was right on the bottom side.
They're going to dive him under the tower. They recognize that Arna doesn't have a support to play with him for the moment, so Zai, along with Boxy, are going to come out on top with the dive attempt. That's a big kill, because Arna was off to a pretty good start in the lane.
Incredibly important for Zai to get that kill as well. I mean, it brings him up to level 5, means he can push the lanes out a lot more easily. And you know, I said it before, Disruptor, Venomancer, not super capable of shoving out lanes. So when you've got these TB illusions plus the Ion Shell looking to make your life a little bit more difficult, quite rough.
A bit cautious here. Thompson flies on in, and Mickey's already used all of his abilities, so Thompson will find an easy kill. And meanwhile, Whitemon, he's going to glimpse back the other. So now it's just Boxy left alone. Thompson's already used all his abilities, so Boxy will be okay. What a start he's off to. Top of the net worth and 3 kills on the Primal Beast.
I'd understand it, but it just happened. It just happened a few seconds later.
Uh-oh. Cuckoo is going to find his first duel victory as well. Ice Path will only delay the inevitable, as Thompson is everywhere.
Yeah, this is the power of the Primal Beast. He's super comfortable playing it in that mid lane, but you can just flex it to other positions if you want. Thompson, I mean, he had to be the most in-demand free agent, and kind of surprising that a lot of more teams didn't look to try and secure him up.
Batu, he's going to step in. He's going to be cautious about the magic damage coming out from Arna. He's going to use the Thunder to turn it back around. Doesn't get a lot of bonus health back. The ward's going to be utilized. Arna's going to be cautious over with Cuckoo nearby. Lands a big overwhelming odds, but it will not be enough to keep the Gyrocopter alive. As now Mickey, he's shown up to the party with the Rolling Thunder. Bounce back, all they needed was the initial stun to bring down Cuckoo and Liquid. It's a big rotation for them out of top, but again, they need to know where Thompson is, because he's from bottom to top. He goes on to Mickey. He'll be able to kill him off with the onslaught, but he's going to be cautious though. Matumba Man, he's out of Metamorphosis duration, so Thompson's actually going to push on forward. He's got the Pulverize in the arsenal. Whitemon nearby as well. They already know the Thunder was previously utilized, so Matumba Man is in trouble. A glimpse into Zephyr's damage.
Might need to deny him.
And they keep the Terrorblade alive. They have the potential to deny him. Boxy will do just that. But it means that Thompson can easily dive under the tower. Unstoppable streak for the Primal Beast. 9 minutes in. The Pulverize, but T1 are not going to stop getting aggressive. Thompson, he's got some boys nearby to help take the tower. They've also got the power rune spawning shortly. On the other side, Mickey, with the help of Zai, gets a pretty big kill to kind of slow down the momentum that's starting to be built.
It's a couple of kills that Cuckoo's died just from some mismanagement of his backpack. He had the chainmail in his backpack then. When he died at top previously, he had his boots, so he wasn't able to run away quite as effectively. He's got the face boots completed now, but it's a missed opportunity as Thompson.
Dude, Thompson, that's a T2 tower! What's going on? Anyone nearby to stop the Pulverize? It's just classic Thompson Dota. Now with the rest of Liquid, they're going to swarm towards his location. It's a big streak for them to find, but Thompson will not be denied. He will get out with his own life, and meanwhile Arna steps into the middle with the cooldown. The damage should be enough to be able to secure the backline kills. He'll get the first, and meanwhile Mickey goes down in between the tier 1 and tier 2 tower, as T1 will make sure sure that Thompson will continue to be flawless in this game one. See Zai in the jungle. The use of the Observer Ward means that Zai are going to be able to stick him out. Cuckoo should step in as well for the duel. There we go. This time they're going to be able to pick it up. Second duel victory from Cuckoo. You mentioned the wards prior. This time it was a defensive ward from T1 that was able to scout out Zai's positioning.
9-0-2 already on Thompson. He is just bananas. 13 minutes in, he is... The map feels like...
And look at them. They're just running straight to Matu. The ward on the high ground. Thompson doesn't know how to stop, but Mickey gonna attempt the rolling thunder. The Fisher's gonna have an opportunity to bounce back. They got Matu nearby with the extra damage, and they're able to bring him down. A godlike streak given over to Mickey, but T1, can they find an avenue to re-enter the fight? Cuckoo won't be able to step in.
So I think... Obviously, they want to defend their Observer Ward, and they might look to stick around in this area, but as soon as Thompson's alive, he's only 200-300 gold away from his BKB.
Zephyr's got so many wards placed down, and you've also got the potential of Thompson nearby. A vacuum trying to disrupt the initiation. Thompson's going to turn it back around into the Pangolier. Not enough damage to bring down Mickey. Thompson's going to be a little bit cautious, but the threat of the BKB means that Liquid, they can't heavily commit to deal with the Primal Beast. Mickey's still going to move on forward, but there will be no follow-up, as instead Liquid, they'll turn to try and blow up Zephyr. They'll secure the kill for the rest of T1. They've shown up as Cuckoo steps in with a duel.
Nice
An
deny.
easy kill for him to find, but in fact, Zai, he's able to secure the deny. So Cuckoo does get the duel victory still regardless, but at least they stop some gold being given over into the bank of the Legion Commander.
Cuckoo's got 3 duel victories so far, so he's doing a decent amount, but this is going to get scouted out pretty easily.
This is really scary taking a fight in a choke point like this.
Oh yeah.
Liquid lineup, they thrive in a close proximity team fight. So T1, their execution has to be perfect for this next fight. This Rolling Thunder's going to be used, but the Fissure a little bit awkward. Mickey can jump on over. They're going to try and blow up the Venomancer, but they don't want to commit too heavily with securing the kill. As Mickey's ultimate soon to expire, but he can use the Splash Pocket to get out. Zai's going to step in with the ultimate over the jump in as well, but the Static Storm's going to protect him. They'll turn it back around with a duel, but the damage is not coming through fast enough. As Cuckoo, he'll end up going down, but the rest of T1, all they got was the Earthshake, and a lot was committed. A BKB from Thompson, he won't have it now to escape. For the rest of Liquid, they will not be able to catch up to the Primal Beast. So an incredible fight for Liquid to close out in this early game. Once they're able to find some of these extra items, it's going to make it that much easier. Scans on the mark, they know exactly where they are. Smoke to the pop, Mickey, no hesitation. They're going to be with the combination, but where's the follow-up, the Fissure? It's on to Arna, but Thompson's just going to look to enter the fight. He's trying to bring down the top of man for the moment, but they need to be cautious about the damage coming up from the Metamorphosis, as Matu will kill the first life, and off to the right side, though, they're caught up to Thompson, but he's going to be able to escape. It's back all towards Arna. No one's nearby to keep the Gyrocopter alive as T1. They split up the fight, and it's not enough for them to be able to get back in and keep the Gyrocopter alive. So in the end, Liquid again take another good team fight.
Yeah, they've got good vision.
Let's see if he goes for this next Cree wave. Oh, he's gonna do it. Uh-oh. He's on the Cree wave as well, so Boxer can jump with the Echo Slam if they need it. There we go. Ultimate out, and the chain control is perfect as Liquid. They bring down Arna, but they're gonna be cautious though. The retreat needs to come out fast, and Mickey, a great timing with the Aghanim shot. It's gonna give him a little bit of invulnerability, but the rest of T1, they've shown up as Cuckoo steps in with a duel and finds some revenge.
It's not really what they're playing for though, right? Zephyr? Does he have... he doesn't have a sentry, actually. They're constantly seeing exactly where this movement's happening, and they're actually going to make a counter smoke happen.
So the Rolling Thunder, Mickey's going to be in with the double damage rune. That's a big kill, and they'll have plenty of damage to deal with Cuckoo. The blast streak's only going to delay, and they're looking for more as well, as Mickey is already towards the back lane. A beautiful use out of the Rolling Thunder means that T1 will not be able to skip as Matu just charges in forward. Look at the damage coming out from the Terrorblade. They've got no answers to him. Give him the surge, give him the DD, and Matu will clean up.
He will indeed, and they're even going to clean up Roshan. It's just spawned. Thompson's doing his best to try and grab something out of the map with the pushing through into the mid-tier 2 tower. They can pop the glyph to be able to slow this one down a little bit. And they're
starting to TP in for Thompson. You can always just BKB TP out.
split, it's completely
Matu?
yellow.
Matu's completely disconnected from the team, but the instant use of the BKB along with the Sunder means that he's going to be okay for the moment. He's charging forward. Be cautious, the team's starting to connect. They can clinch back with the ward on the higher ground. They've got the static storm laid down. Zai's nearby to try and buff up the turret blade as best as possible to keep him alive, but the vacuum puts Zeph on the higher ground, but it will not matter. He's able to reposition. A lot forced out early on, but Thompson's got no one behind him. And Onstorm into middle with the BKB, but as soon as the BKB expires, they will surround the Primal Beast and bring him down. As miCKe is not done just yet as well. Reacting to Sean, stopping the clinch, he'll get the kill, but Arna can turn it back around. Boxy nearby, the chain control, it's got the Echo Slam if he wants to layer it down, but Matu again, the Sunder onto Arna, now the Echo Slam for good measure, and T1 just get diced up as Liquid find all five.
They do indeed, and they keep pushing forward. Still plenty of duration on that Metamorphosis and no buybacks on any of the cores. This might just be it. They might try and look to force into the tier 4 towers.
We'll see what they can get out of with this smoke. They have a ward on the high ground, but
Boxy picks up an invis as well. He'll probably pop this smoke.
Zephyr. Oh, smoke on smoke. Jump in, Zephyr. That's a good ultimate. Couple of clicks though, and Matu just blows up the Venomancer, and now Boxy with the Fissure as well. Holds the Legion Commander into place, and Arna is on the other side. Let's see if he can get into the middle of the fire with the help of Thompson. They're trying to battle over towards Matumbaman, but the Pulverize not making sure there's a Sunder opportunity, but they're too far ahead. The auras are too much for them to deal with as T1. They have to tap out of game one as Liquid will take it 41 minutes in. And Thompson, I think he will be killable in the Enchantress. Like, you can use Mortimer Kisses into the Storm Spirit Burst, and all they need is a little bit of control, and that's where Zai comes into play. So I think Thompson is very killable this game, as we already see T1 an aggressive movement inside the triangle, and Zai, he's in trouble. Insania's nearby. There's not really much that Liquid can do. They're just hoping that Zai can get towards the tower, but T1 will make sure that is not an option as they find a big kill in their first blood, given over to Arna.
They got to keep things like that going, though. They got to win the lane. I mean, Enchantress wins most lanes, right? So it should go all right in this mid lane. You're also not really a hero that gives Storm Spirit any way to get mana back from something like a magic stick or anything like that. You need against a lifestealer. It's very hard for him to kill you. This is the ideal situation that you're wanting on Cuckoo. You're just
bottom lane. Zai should end up going down. Master's going to be able to connect. They got the decay. Whitemon can take up the tower as well. They're even going to use the tombstone as well. And help out with the dive attempt, and finally bring down Zai. Second death, even when he was the person that gave over first blood underneath the tier 2 tower.
Mind Insania just converting the siege creep instead, but well, no mana means that he can look to start getting chased down here by Zephyr and get the line right. Looks like he can.
Thompson's going to make sure he'll right-click towards the later stages to secure the kill, and something you need out of the Enchantress to help with his scaling potential. And this was already his upgraded boots completed. Treads coming out in the corridor, bottom lane. Zai Boxy, they're going to get aggressive. They're going to kill onto Arna. Wyman might be able to turn it back around, but there's the rotation out of miCKe down to bottom, like we were talking about. And that is big, all really set up because Boxy was able to get that solo experience from the Undying, going for the deny towards the tier 2 tower. So he had the upgraded level in the Scatter Blast up to 2. So enough burst to secure the kill into the Gyrocopter, then miCKe could move down bottom. Yeah. Bottom lane,
going down
onto Arna. It's another big kill if they were able to bring it down, but Arna's got an opportunity to use the core down now with a wraparound from Zephyr. The Cox is out preventing the stampede, but Arna is stuck inside the Cogs and are Liquid. Let's see if they can continue in this skirmish, and Matu's going to pop out, trying to close the distance onto Zephyr. They're not going to be able to get the distance, so they'll go for Whitemon instead. 1300 health that they have to go through onto the Undying, and now with Thompson's rotation as well as Liquid. They're just going to look to avoid the Enchantress, going towards the backline. It's now miCKe with the magic damage. They'll go back to the Enchantress, but yeah, good luck killing Thompson. This guy is not going to go down at this stage of the game, so miCKe needs to retreat.
Able to get this bounty rune as well. Reveals the fact that they've got some sort of vision here.
Matu playing with Thompson at the moment. They're going to be cautious on T1, but the more it kisses, Thompson will go down. See if that's going to be the case. Cookie, oh, awkward usage. Now they're going to reveal themselves. Insane is nearby. Black Hole into the Mortimer Kisses. All the ultimates required to get rid of Thompson. That'll be an easy kill for them to find, but T1, they're going to show up as well. Cuckoo's in the neighborhood. Zephyr not having the level 6, however, so they won't be able to close the distance and try and bring down some of the Liquid members.
Shuriken tosses the Janata.
Radiant's
Cuckoo is coming down to this bottom side and trying to kill Oxy.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Zephyr with the wraparound. Level 6 was just picked up here for the Clockwork, so he should be able to hook on forward if required. Mickey's going to be cautious at the moment, but has a little bit of extra movement speed thanks to the Stampede to close the distance, and he's got plenty of mana as well. So Cuckoo's going to end up going down under the tower, but the rest of T1, they're starting to move down bottom. Going to be Wymon, along with Thompson with the wraparound. Mickey's got plenty of mana to be able to zip away. Let's see who else they want to go for instead. Matu's in some trouble, but the Rage on cooldown is going to be relying on the armlet toggles. In fact, Infest is up as well, so we'll just jump inside the Enigma and Liquid are out.
Yeah, a little bit of oh, nearly died there on Zephyr. A little bit of a mistake there from Whitemon. I understand wanting to preserve your TP for as much as possible, but it really felt like if he made that TP rotation in, Soul Rip in onto Cuckoo, he would have survived. He was underneath the tower.
They're going to go back in. Under Thompson, they've got the Mortimer Kisses. They need the instant control, and that's what's going to come out from the Vortex. Let's see if the damage is going to be enough afterwards, and Wymon sustain. That's not even there. Only 1 point in the Soul Rip, so another death onto Thompson's Enchantress. Liquid are doing a very good job in the early game, even though the lanes went T1's favor.
Most level 12, 750 gold away from that Aghanim Scepter for Thompson.
Lane, Zai's gonna jump, it's onto the Undying. They've got the point blank Mortimer Kisses. They're gonna be able to cancel this instantly, but the damage is been dealt. And now Cuckoo's in trouble as well. Mickey's got plenty of mana to close the distance. Now they're gonna turn to Thompson, completely surrounding the Enchantress. A black hole utilized with no way to stop it. As Liquid are just starting to build up too much momentum, it looks like T1 don't have the answers in this game too.
It's more important for Cuckoo in my eyes, considering how important this this Roshan fight's going to be.
There it goes.
Touché!
They got the vision to jump in, no messing around from Liquid. They're going to try and block Cuckoo. Of course, not to reposition, but they'll still home onto their target. As the Mortimer Kisses is enough to get rid of their bounty hunter. And now Zephyr's in trouble as well. But Mickey, he's already looking for the +1. Matu's into the middle. The damage is plentiful. Meanwhile, off to the other side, Ana is stuck inside the black hole, but he's actually able to secure the kill onto the Enigma thanks to the Scepter. And Ana's going to try and man-fight Matumba Man, but the Life Stealer is way too far. The Dry doesn't have the items to combat Matu.
Vested by Matu. Love to be able to get onto the Undying and just take them out.
See Thompson, Mickey with a zip on 4, Mortimer Kisses. Thompson doesn't have the health to keep his own life, and Matu just instantly cleans up another hero towards the backline. Liquid, 8,000 net worth lead, T2 tower, next on the chopping block.
An aggressive play here with Mickey. Vested by Matu. Love to be able to get onto the Undying and just take them out.
See Thompson, Mickey with a zip on 4, Mortimer Kisses. Thompson doesn't have the health to keep his own life, and Matu just instantly cleans up another hero towards the backline. Liquid, 8,000 net worth lead, T2 tower, next on the chopping block.
And Ana even made the walk back to try and be there with the rest of his team, but they're just too squishy.
Oh, they were going to scan. They see that the bounty hunter's nearby. Zai tries to get the stomp. It won't even be required as Liquid into the rest of their team. Pounce on the opportunity with T1 outside the base. If they look to jump Thompson again, Kiss is still on cooldown for another 15 seconds. At T1, they are playing behind the Enchantress. Zai's going to find an angle over the cliff line. It's a pretty decent hookshot from Zephyr, but Thompson still is the first one to go down. It's now Liquid. They'll turn to deal with a Tombstone, and now they can clean up the remaining forces onto T1. As a Stampede to close the distance. No escape out of Cuckoo, and Ana is nowhere to be seen. As T1 lose 4, they bring down no members of Liquid, and
Under attack.
that's up the high gun they go again.
Radiant's
It is for
middle
sure.
tower
And
has
it
fallen.
feels like maybe T1 are thinking, look, our high ground defense, it ain't too bad, but
Radiant's middle barracks
yeah,
are
this
under
is looking rough for sure. They've got the minus armor from the AC, they've got the Deso, they've got the potential with the little shredder as well, just to
Radiant's middle
completely
barracks has
take
fallen.
over this T1 base. Probably going to get a second lane. This is a
Top
carbon
tower
copy of
is
game
under
1.
attack.
That it is indeed.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
What's the old problem? Oh, from Liquid. They're going to see Thompson's positioning surely. Instead, they're going to look to jump Arno. He's in a compromised position. Insane is going to try and step into the middle fight with the BKB, but he doesn't have an opportunity for Black Hole. But Arno, he's getting chunked down. Martu is way too farmed. And meanwhile, they're on to Thompson again. As Zai in with the hook stomp. The Mortimer kisses as well. And T1, they've got to tap out. There is no way for them to come back into this game too. As Insanio drops a celebratory Black Hole as Liquid will 2-0 T1 in pretty convincing fashion.